In anime, even the nerdy guys have luck. Here are 10 romance anime where the popular girl falls for the nerdy boy. Let's go. Number 10, High Score Girl.
なんでつねったよ。そうか、お前怖いのが嫌いなんだっけ。痛い痛い。
The best way for a gamer boy to fall in love is to meet a gamer girl. This happens in an era where moms don't buy their kids PS5s and they had to go play games in the arcade. Haru Yaguchi is someone who has mastered all games in the arcade and wants to be a professional gamer even though Twitch didn't exist back then. But what happens when a girl more talented than him starts to appear in the arcade? And surprise, surprise, she even has perfect grades in school.
PC エンジンがやりたくてうずうずしてるんだろう。そうだろう、大野明。
I know a lot of people kick this show away because of the animation, but this is the second show after Duke of Death and His Maid that taught me never to judge an anime based on the animation. Sure, the animation feels a little odd when you first start watching it, but the story and the chemistry of the two gamers can make you forget all about the animation and keep you hooked. Number 9, Gamers.
やっぱりその2人はお互いがいるからそのゲーム部よりゲーム同好会を。
それは違う。
はい、そうです。
Welcome to the anime of misunderstandings. The title itself is a misunderstanding because this isn't about gaming. It's about misunderstandings that happen to a guy who decides to join a gaming club. This time, our guy is a total lone wolf. He can't stand gaming with others. But then out of nowhere, the most popular and gorgeous girl in school shows up at his door asking him to join the gaming club. As expected, he shuts her down, but that one rejection sets off a chain of misunderstandings, leading to the girl confessing to him. Gamers get a lot of hate, but it's really a nice rom-com show. But I can also understand why people don't like it very much. 90% of the time, it feels like the writers themselves don't know where the show is heading. So if you want a deep story, then this isn't the show for you. But if you want a nice lighthearted rom-com, give this one a go. Number 8, Genshiken.
もう少し書きましょうか。せっかくコミフェス勝ってるのにもったいないです。
Imagine a school where being a geek is totally normal and no one gets bullied for it. That's exactly what happens to Kanji Sasahara when he finds a club at a school made just for nerds, geeks, and otakus. So instead of speaking about the latest football match, you get guys speaking about the newest cosplay of Marin Kitagawa. You get the point. But the problem is Sasahara's girlfriend isn't a nerd, and she tries to turn him into a normal guy.
なんかかけるもの。
いいです、起きます。
あとちょっとで終わるし、家帰っても。
Rather than romance, this series focuses a lot on the slice of life elements. And instead of emotionally heavy drama, we got the everyday life of a bunch of geeks with tons and tons of secret references to other animes. It's like that anime you remember after a long time and want to watch again because of how fun and lighthearted it was. Number 7, Remake Our Life.
それを目標に練習していこう。
勝手に決めないでよ。
Back in high school, we all had moments where we thought we'd go one way but ended up somewhere else. And later we wonder, what if I had actually followed my passion instead of settling? That's exactly what this anime explores. A guy travels back in time, pursues what he loves, and even gets a girlfriend along the way. Actually, he meets 3 girls, but he likes only 1 girl. You should know where this is heading by now.
もういい。言っちゃうけど、絶対いいお芝居できると思う。私もっとちゃんと演技がしたい。
At first glance, Remake Our Life might seem like just another lighthearted comedy, but after a few episodes, it's clear that this is really about the main character finally chasing what he loves. And we also have time travel mixed in. But what really matters in a time travel story, the way it's done, the originality, both. And somehow Remake of Life does this both by blending time travel and slice of life elements really well. Number 6, My Love Story with Yamada-kun at level 999.
マル、ちょっと離席する。すぐ戻る。
This time there's a twist. The boy dumps the girl instead of the other way around. Now, she's thinking about quitting the video game she used to play with her ex. But then she meets Yamada, a famous gamer who's kind of a big deal in the gaming world. Only problem, he's pretty clueless when it comes to real life. A disaster could be happening downstairs and he'd still be upstairs grinding in Valorant.
そうか、夢。
サミー。
Loving Yamada at level 999 offers a fresh take on love, mixing gaming with heartbreak. It's cool to see how these two themes connect, and rather than rushing everything, the anime goes at an almost slow pace, allowing you to focus on the characters and the drama. If you're into gaming, this anime might be worth watching. Who knows, maybe a heartbroken girl will come looking for you too. Number 5, Wotokoi.
お前今さ
見てません
どこ見ていった？
見てません貧乳は今関係ないんで
We spoke about schools where everyone is a geek, but what about an office? And when Tokoi love his heart for an otaku, meet Narumi and Hirotaka, a super cool couple who just happen to be total nerds. They're like any other lovebirds, except their dates involve video games and anime marathons. Oh, and they're keeping their relationship a secret from their noisy co-workers. Because who wants the office gossip to know you're an otaku?
初めて開けたのは高校の時かな
おお、私の知らない期間に不良してたと。
The reason a lot of people liked Wotokoi is because they're tired of the regular high school drama and want a couple who can treat romance seriously while still keeping it fun. Both Narumi and Hirotaka balance their otaku nature while keeping the romance simple and lighthearted. There's no harem, no cherry blossom confession scenes, just a well-written office romance of two co-workers. Number 4, 2.5-dimensional seduction.
先輩、どういう感情なんですかそれ。
メダファーに
混乱してる場合じゃないですよ先輩。こんな会社。
FF のシステム
How do you seduce girls in the 2.5 dimension? And according to this anime, 2.5 dimensions is the real world. Once again, we have an anime where the guy likes 2D girls until a 3D girl lands on his lap, and this 3D girl wants him to be her photographer. And they have the same tastes and love the same characters.
ダメだったらですけど。そのもし物質がなくなっても。
Now, the only difference is how this time our main character is a gamer and not a doll maker. 2.5-dimensional seduction is the perfect mix of slice of life, romance, harem, and that classic average guy scores big trope we all love sometimes. Sure, it's not the most realistic setup, but hey, it's a harem anime. What makes it stand out, though, are the otaku and cosplay themes. I know My Dress Up Darling did more than enough justice to the cosplay culture, but if you already finished and you're looking for something like it, this is the show for you. Number 3, 3D Kanojo Real Girl.
つっつん。好
なんだ今度は
き。
Once again, we have a guy who's a gamer, likes 2D girls until a 3D girl lands on his lap. Where did you hear that before? I don't know, maybe like a minute ago in the anime that was at number 4. Jokes aside, 3D Kanojo came much earlier than 2.5-dimensional seduction, and the reason it is on top is because I like the two characters better. 3D Kanojo starts off when our antisocial Hikari gets a girlfriend who is equally antisocial. Since the two have the same traits and personalities, they decide to date.
なんかはしゃいですまん楽しんでるか
うん。楽しんでるつっつん見てるのが楽しい。
3D Kanojo doesn't have anything that makes it some award-winning romance anime, but one thing I appreciate is the uniqueness of the two characters. It shows two monotonous people who completely ignore what the outside world's saying about them and fall in love. There's a comedy tag sometimes labeled on top of it, but rather than comedy, this is more about romance and drama. Number 2, Saikano.
だから頑張ってともやくん。私を誰もが羨むような幸せなヒロインにしてね。
Oh, you know I love this one. Anime with best girlfriend? It's gotta be Saikano. It's about a guy called Tomoya who wants to make a visual novel and is obsessed with the otaku culture. So he assembles a team, and since this is an anime with a lot of harem undertones, all of the team happens to be girls. But the whole idea for the story comes when Tomoya meets a girl called Megumi at school.
何言ってるのよバッカじゃないの。変な風に勘違いしないでよね。
うわ、何その匂い立つまでにテンプレートなツンデレ的リアクション。
Like a lot of good romance anime, Saikano shines because of its characters, their relationships, and the way they interact. At first, it might seem like just another harem anime, but the second season dives deeper into the characters' backstories, making them feel real. Then, the final movie ties it all together in a nostalgic ending you won't forget. If you feel bored during the first 2 seasons, grit your teeth and wait till the final movie. Number 1, Dandadan.
認めないも何も自分は高倉健です
やめて行きたくない。
やばい呪いが
And we're finishing off with the anime where the grandma steals the nerd's balls. Our girl Momo meets a boy named Ken who's totally obsessed with aliens while she's all about ghosts. So they make a bet to see which one is real, only to find out they both are. Oh, and let's just say Ken ends up losing his balls to a grandma who could outrun the Flash. No joke, that actually happens.
宇宙人に UFO 乗せてもらったことあんのかよ。議論が飛躍しすぎですよ。バカなんですか。
Dan 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 is one of those rare series that has a little bit of everything. You've got supernatural creatures flying around, aliens invading, magic, romance, awesome characters, plus drama and emotional moments that hit just right. In terms of romance, everything here is just perfect. And all those little moments between Ken and Momo is what makes this show feel so wholesome despite evil grandmas and aliens. So give this a watch.